Hello there, film friends. Let's talk about magic, fantasy, drama, and of course, lots of big shiny swords. Let's talk about the Wheel of Time. Jonathan here again, and first of all, an apology. It's been a while since I've uploaded anything or shot anything because I had my second baby. My baby girl was born a couple days before Halloween, and so I haven't had the time or the quiet to shoot, which is also why I'm out here. So apologies for the sound issues. Oh boy, here comes the 3-year-old actually right now as I'm shooting this. They're home. Hi, buddy. You come sit with me? I'm doing a review. Do you want to sit in on the review?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're talking about that show.
What
Okay?
show?
The one that we watched the other day, Wheel of Time. Do you like that show? There's the review. Another disclaimer here. I have never read the books. I'm coming at this specifically as somebody who's never read the books, and that's why I was asked to watch it by a friend of mine who is a hardcore Wheel of Time fan. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Thank you, sweetie. Short and sweet because I'm not going to get it done otherwise. First of all, let's talk about the things that I do like about the show. The cinematography, amazing. I love the cinematography. Most of the shots are beautiful. They are expansive vistas and great on-location shots, right? There's lots of pretty mountains and stuff like that in the show, aren't there? Yeah. Rosamund Pike, of course, is fantastic as always. A lot of the actors are great. The guy who plays Lan is fantastic. And another thing that I really appreciate the show, and maybe you will as well, is that the magic in the show is definitely different and feels different than magic in other fantasy series and shows. It doesn't feel like it's riffing off of Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones or Harry Potter or anything like that. It feels distinct. It's not always perfect. The CGI is normally good, passable, sometimes great, sometimes not so great, but it gets across what it needs to get across. Other things I like is the story. I can't compare it to the books, obviously, but the story overall is really interesting, right? You want to know what happens to the characters next. Each character has some form of a secret, or at least most of them do, that even sometimes they don't know about, and it keeps you watching, it keeps you engaged. What else do we like about that show, buddy? So the action can be pretty good. Lots of swords, lots of monsters. CGI on the monsters is sometimes fantastic, sometimes shaky. When they're moving, when they're swinging swords, it's really great. If you catch one still, just like any other TV practical effects, the cracks start to show. Generally speaking, though, it's pretty good. Now, all of that said, things I don't like about the show. Characters. Let's talk about characters for a little bit. The characters, in my opinion, there's a dog. Characters, in my opinion, are not.
Dog?
That was a dog that just barked. The characters, in my opinion, are not really fleshed out. I don't think their character development has been fantastic.
I gotta
Okay, bye. I love you. Some of them have pretty strong character dynamics. Moraine and Lan, for instance, I think is a really good dynamic. Lan, in particular, is a really strong character, in my opinion. But there are others that don't quite hit the mark, or haven't hit the mark yet. It's not that their character development has been rushed, I think it's just not landing. Other things that don't work, like I mentioned, sometimes the CGI doesn't quite hit. Some of the story beats feel a little bit too fast in terms of lore, but I'm a lore junkie, so I don't mind it. All of that said, I think overall the show is good. It's not amazing, it's not outstanding. I would definitely recommend watching it because if you enjoy fantasy, if you enjoy magic and sorcery and all of those elements, you're going to get a lot of that. And this is a well-produced show. If you're a fan of the books, I definitely would be interested to know what you think. I've heard some people just absolutely hating on it, and somebody who's never watched the books, I can only kind of understand it. That said, I definitely would recommend watching it. I think, like a friend of mine who does read the books, or did read the books, said it's not an amazing show, it's above average. And above average, to me, is enough reason to watch something new in the realm of fantasy, because strong, sweeping fantasy doesn't come around often. It takes a lot of production. Thanks again for watching this video. I would love to hear your comments down in the comments below. Your thoughts on the show. If you agree with me, disagree with me, haven't watched it yet, will watch it, won't watch it, read the books, any of that, would love to hear it. I'm going to continue watching through the season. I'm also eventually going to get around to finishing the short film that I plan to finish before Halloween. I'll release that soon, and I'll get more reviews out and more content out, hopefully in the new year, once we've really settled in with the new baby. Again, thanks for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe, ring the little bell, like this video if you liked this video, and I'll see you next time, film friends. Until then, keep telling your story. Bye for now.